Hey guys, I'm Mateo and I'm making this video for 3 reasons. First, I want to introduce myself. I am the guy that created off the cuff clothing. Either one is fine. Second, I want to explain to you guys what influenced me to create off the cuff. And third, I want to explain to you guys the meaning behind our brand and what our logo symbolizes, as well as the meaning behind our saying "the weird ones rule the world," which we have on the back of our shirts. So in the 4th grade, I didn't have any friends. I had 0 friends. The reason being is because the ones I did have in the past, they would always end up leaving and switching schools. And I always have been, and I still am, that shy person. So I'll never really go up to anyone unless they come up to me first. I don't know why, that's just how I am. This led me to start doing things that I normally wouldn't do. I started doing things that my parents taught me was wrong, and I started doing things that went against what I believed in. But this is all because I wanted to fit in with the cool group that my school had. And I don't really care what grade level you're at. You can be in elementary school, middle school, high school. There's always that cool group that everyone, maybe yourself at one point, wanted to be a part of. So I started doing things and I was getting accepted into the group, but just a quick PSA I want to make is that if you feel the need to do something that you don't want to do just to fit in with anyone really, or a group, this can be your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your friends. They're not your friends. Real friends will push you to do better and be better, but they'll never peer pressure you into doing something that you don't want to do just so you feel like you're fitting in with them. That is totally wrong, and they're not your real friends or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and they don't respect you, and you should probably separate yourself from them. But yeah, back to my story. I was doing these things and I was getting accepted into this group, and it felt kind of good. So after a while, I just stopped doing the things that I was doing to fit in with the group because of just how it made me feel. It made me feel uncomfortable. I got a lot of anxiety because I was doing things that went against what I was taught at home and what I believed in. So I just stopped. And the group noticed that I stopped doing the things that I was doing to fit in with them, so they started bullying me. They would call me names, exclude me from games. Sometimes they would even get physical and push me around. Now, I've never been bullied before, so I didn't know how to handle the pain that I was going through. So I just held it in and took it like a man, because that's what being a man is all about, right? Just putting up with shit, holding your emotions inside. Or at least that's the way society has this view of what being a man is all about. That along with other aspects. But it got so bad, I was seriously considering ending my life. I didn't know how I would do it. All I knew is that at the time it seemed like my only way out to ending the pain that I was going through. But deep down inside, I knew that I didn't want to end my life. So I opened up to my parents and I told them everything that happened in the past and everything that I was going through now. And I also became heavily depressed. After telling my parents, they didn't know what to do, so they got me a psychologist. And after speaking to the psychologist, I was diagnosed with OCD. For those of you who don't know what OCD stands for, it stands for Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. Now, I know a person can have OCD over many things, but in my case, I had OCD over thoughts. I was obsessing over these deep, depressing, negative, graphic thoughts that would keep me depressed and give me anxiety. These thoughts would come at me all at once. They consumed me, they controlled me and my emotions, and it got so bad to the point where I would fake being sick in the morning to avoid going to school, because school was where the bullies were, and I associated school with what gave me anxiety and what made me depressed. It actually worked. Faking being sick worked for the first couple of times, and then my parents caught on to what I was actually doing, and they didn't know what to do. You know, should they send their kid should they make their kid go to school where the bullies were and the place that gave him anxiety and depression, or should we keep him at home and just hopefully he'll beat his depression here? They didn't know what to do, so they asked my psychologist, and my psychologist said that I needed to go to school. See, when you're depressed, your mind tricks itself into thinking that what's best for you is to seclude yourself from everyone around you, just society as a whole, and lock yourself in a room. And the excuse that you'll tell yourself as to why it's okay that you're separating yourself from everyone and everything is that you just need time and space to figure everything out. But what you really need is the exact opposite. You need to surround yourself with people that love you, people that will push you to be better and do better, people that want the best for you, people that make you feel loved. So my parents forced me to go to school, and at the time I hated them for doing that. Because you see, when the bullies were calling me names and saying nasty things about me and pushing me around, I was very insecure about myself. And I started to believe what they were saying about me. Before I knew it, I was bullying myself. I was calling myself names. I was talking down on myself. I had no confidence. I would say, oh Mateo, you suck at doing this. Oh Mateo, you're doing that wrong. And eventually it led to me hating myself. Like I said, what you need is to surround yourself with people that love you and care for you. And I'm thankful in the end that my parents forced me to go to school, because it forced me, I guess, meet new people. And I didn't meet many people, but the people that I met in school, they were genuine people. They were the people that I was talking to you guys about, the people that cared about me, the people that wanted me to do better and be better. But most importantly, I surrounded myself with people who pushed me to be myself, and they pushed me to do what I wanted to do and to do what felt right to me. Now that brings me to my next point. What is the meaning of off the cuff in our saying the weird ones rule the world? Why did I just spend 5 to 6 minutes telling you about my story and my past? Well, I wanted to make off the cuff about two things. Two things that I took away from my past and the story that I just told you about. Those two things are staying away from negativity and staying true to who you are. Off the cuff means that you are off of these metaphorical cuffs of anything negative and anything that is holding you back. And you are free to live a life with no limits, a life that will be as big as you dream it to be, as long as you stay away from negativity and stay true to who you are. So that brings me to my next point. What is the meaning behind the weird ones rule the world? Weird means not conforming to society's image. Therefore, weird in this case means showing your true, raw, authentic self and not putting a mask on whenever you walk out of your door in the morning and into the world. It's about showing your true side, your real side, to people you know, but also people who you don't know, and really just the whole entire world. And not only showing your real, raw, authentic self to the world, but also showing your raw, authentic self to yourself and showing yourself who you really are and what you're really capable of doing. But yeah guys, that's like the whole philosophy and the whole culture behind off the cuff, and those two things are what really make up off the cuff. And those two things are staying away from negativity and staying true to who you are. I know from personal experience that if you really live by those two things and you really try day in and day out to stick to who you really are and separate yourself from anything that can really harm you, your whole lifestyle will just go up in ways that you'll never imagine. You'll start attracting more positive things into your life, and things that will help you grow into the person that you are meant to become, that you want to become. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys found this video found this video helpful, and I hope it cleared up some questions that you had about the brand. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See you later.